Good people, welcome to FiddleHed Fiddle Lessons. Gonna show you the tune Cajun Fiddle by Buck Owens featuring Don Rich on fiddle. Well, not featuring him right now. I'm gonna try to play it half as good as he can do it. Okay, now in this video we're gonna do, on this very one, I'm gonna play the whole thing and then do a simplified version without double stops, and then do a follow-up lesson which talks more about the double stops that he does, or at least as I could figure them out. Okay, so here we go. Alright, fun song. By the way, this was the song that was voted. I sent out a request, if you recall, if you've been following for a little bit, see what, nominate a song. And so we had 5 songs that were nominated, and then to do a lesson on. I could have said that a lot better. Anyway, so this was the song that, long story short, this was the song that was most requested. All right, so here we go. We're gonna start with, again with this, we're gonna now just forget about double stops in this video and just do this, simplify it to single lines. We're start with the first quarter of the A part. And in this song, if you see the tabs below, there's 2 A parts. Sometimes I do just 1 A part with 2 endings, but this seemed like more logical because the 3rd and 4th quarters of each were different, to do 2 separate A parts and then a B part. And then the overall form is A1, A1, A2, B1, and then A2 again. All right, so here we go. First quarter of the A part. With flow. All right, so we can start this. Actually, let's pause and just have you do an A major scale, and then the low octave of it starting G1. Using raised 3rd finger, all right? Because that'll help to get this first quarter of the A part. We're gonna start with D, kind of just going up the scale, starting D1. All right, so that's lifted directly from that A major scale. Without getting too confusing, these notes are also part of the E major scale, which I believe is the chord for this part. So that's going to be the pickup that leads into the first beat, which is, and that part actually can be simplified too. If you just play A1, 2, 2, open, that's repeated twice, so. And then after that, that's followed by 1, 2, 2, 1. So kind of a slight variation. So those 3 things together. Okay, with me so far? Hopefully I'm going in a good tempo for you. Then we end it with a 3, 2, 1, open, which is kind of like a pickup to the second quarter. All right, so this whole first quarter, again, the pickup to the first quarter was, So let's do the whole first quarter slowly. All right, so really, hey kitty, teaching a fiddle lesson here, give me a break. All right, so if you get the first quarter down really well, it's repeated a few other times in the song. So it makes sense for you to pause the video right now and really practice the first quarter. Thanks for doing that. Now we'll move on to the second quarter of the A part. With flow. All right, so there's another kind of repeating riff here. We're going on E, open, 1, 1, A3. And we do that 3 times in a row. Makes sense? Again, the basic riff was open, 1, 1, A3. And we do that 3 times in a row, followed by starting E low 2 going down. My cat won't leave me alone. This is what I'm subjected to all day long. I'm his servant. So that's a E low 2, 1, open, A3. So I'm going to play the whole second quarter of the A part. Okay, so we've done the first and second quarter of the A, and these will apply to both A parts as tabbed below. The third quarter of the A1 part is the same as the first, so I'm going to let you just go review that if you want, and now I'll just show you the fourth quarter of the A part, the A1 part. With flow. And that starts D to high 3 to A1 twice. So if high third finger's difficult for you, I recommend staying on these 4 notes for a while. Pause the video, just practice that. And I'm going to finish the phrase with. So it's kind of similar. It starts with D2, high 3, A1, 2, 1, and that's how we end the fourth quarter. So the whole fourth quarter is. Okay, so we now have the entire A1 part. I'm just going to play it for you. All right. Okay. Now let's do so the A2 part has the same first and second quarters. Third and fourth quarters are different. This is confusing. Consult the tabs in the description below. Okay, so I'm now going to do the third quarter. What's with my cat? He's driving me nuts. I love him, but you know how it is with pets. They annoy you sometimes. And then they sit in your lap or, walk with you and you love them and you think the world is perfect. Okay, so let's do the second quarter. Let's do the third. God, it's like high math right now. Third quarter of A2. Here we go. with flow. All right, so with this part, you may have noticed I used my A4 or pinky for this. If that's difficult for you, if you haven't done fourth and you find that really hard, you can use open E. All right, but I'm going to continue showing it this way because when we go to doing double stops, it'll be really cool sounding to be able to use the fourth. So, so it's a 2, 4, 4, 4, 2. Sorry, let me try again. 8, 2, 4, 4. And so then we end it with A2, open E. So we're going to go to open E now instead of A4. They're the same note, by the way. They're both E. Because it sets us up for what follows next on the E string. Okay, and then that's followed by all this on the E string. Breaking that down, 1, 2, open, 2, 1, open, 2, open. Okay, so now I'm going to slowly play the whole third quarter. Okay, very cool. Let's do the fourth quarter of the second A part. With flow. Okay, so that's E. It's all on the E string. 1, 3, 3, 3, 1, 3, 3, 4, 3. Excellent. Well, now I'm just going to play the entire second quarter. The entire A2. I'm not used to doing this. My brain is so set on AB. We have a second A part. I'm going to do the entire thing right now. And if any part is unclear, I strongly recommend you pause the video and practice it right now. All right, let's do the B part. And I'm just going to start with the first quarter. With flow. All right, so it starts, the pickup notes are E3, open, 2, open, 1, open. That's a fun little part. I call these sort of things, these little patterns, pedal patterns, where you're kind of like alternating between one set note. And I'm gonna do a separate video on that. And eventually, hopefully they'll be linked together in a way that's useful for you, okay? Because it's good to find things from these tunes and make up exercises. That's a lot of what I do when I give lessons. So anyway, again, this pickup is, that's followed by E1, 2, 2, 2. And we do that 3 times in a row. followed by E3, 2, 1, open. That's how anyway, other parts of this song end. All right, so our whole first quarter again. Okay, now let's do the second quarter of the B part. With flow. Okay, and that starts E, 1, 3, 3, 3. 3 times in a row on that. And then we're gonna end that with. You know what? I just want to make a slight correction. We do this E, 1, 3, 3, 3 twice in a row. And then the third time we do E, 1, 3, 3. And then we end it with open, low 2, 1, open, A3. It's a slight little variation. I'm going to correct my notes so that your tabs are correct when it goes live. All right? So I'm going to now play the entire second quarter again. Cool. Third quarter of the B part. With flow. Breaking it down on open 1, 1, low 2, then E1, open, A3, open E. Putting that together. And then A3, E, E, 1, open, A2, 1, open. Here's that again. Whole third quarter. Okay, and the fourth quarter of the B part is the same as the fourth quarter of the A1 part. So we have the whole tune, all right, but I'm now just going to play the entire B part, same spiel. If anything you're not quite there with, I strongly recommend you just practice that thing over and over before doing the whole thing. So here goes the whole B part. Bam, and you're done. All right, that was a fun lesson. I struggled a little bit in parts in it, but man, what a fun song. I'm so excited that you requested it and that I got to learn it. That's one of the great things about doing this FiddleHed. It's a journey where I'm learning so much from you and just the interaction. So thank you for that. And stay tuned for a lesson on how to add some double stops to this. And I'm thinking I might do a play along track and post that to YouTube as well. So see you soon.
Thanks for watching the video. Excellent.